Good afternoon. We have the Dow Jones Industrial Average right before us. One of the things about the Dow today, it had a counter trend. It was up 175 points. And it was. So the Dow had a 175 point advance. And we can clearly see here when we talked about the Dow being overbought, this is a weekly chart that I'm going to put up right there so you can see the weekly now. So as we go through the weekly, I'm going to go ahead and blow this up. This is what it looks like on a weekly. Now, I'm going to start back over here where we made the bigger move in the top. The top is right here. This is where we had the reversal right here. It was right up here. And I'm just doing that. And we've had three weeks up. But now, unlike the S&P, when we had that distribution, we called that top, all right. And it came down here and hit the 40-week moving average. The blue line right now is a 10-week moving average. And this red line is a 20-week moving average on the Dow. So what I'm going to do is do the following. I'm going to go up here because it's important that you see where that reversal was and how we called that reversal. That was a major top that the market put in, 17,000 and some change. We had this big weekly distribution. That line, this blue line, is called a 40-week simple moving average, and we tested it, and that was 16,433. So it's come up though, and obviously the 10-week, the blue line, is resistance. Now, one of the things about this Dow, just like the S&P, you've got a huge distribution bar that the markets had a pullback, and bam, they're up 3 weeks in a row. But let it be known that 8/18/2014 right now is that the volume is extremely low on these up days in the dog days of August. One of the other things we're going to show you is the following. One thing that we like to point out to everyone outside of the weekly chart, particularly on the Dow, when we hit this blue line right here, okay, I will show you that that is the 10-month moving average. And in bull runs, they test them. So this was at 17,154 up here as 17,151 for July. The low that we started out on 8/1, that low was 16,333.78, and it was. And the Dow Jones closed today at 6,838.7 as far as this monthly reversal. This rising blue line is a 10-month moving average, which is very bullish from the original pullback that we had. And we will go into detail right here, right now. So that is that monthly blue line. It's been rising. That is a bull. Okay, I also have the Dow daily chart. Now, I want to show everyone here what that green line is. That's called a 200-day simple moving average. So I'm going to draw a trend line right here because here is the real thing about this daily chart. And remember, MMTs, you were here, and we have all the other archived videos. We said we were going to go down in January, and we did. And once we got to that 200-day moving average and went below this white line, or let's say the 50-day simple and the 100-day simple right in here, moving averages. Now listen, all year for 2014, we had a very deep sell signal, that 200-day moving average, and then off to the races we went on the Dow. Now, if you take a look right over here, moving average convergence divergence has had a reversal up here on the Dow. We've talked a lot about it. The Dow tested that 200-day simple moving average, and now let's take a look at the wall of resistance on the way up. And here we go, MMTs, and all of our worldwide leaders. Okay, this is that counter trend in the dog days of August. And when I say dog days of August, I literally mean it. volume is very shallow. There's the low, here's the high. The high of that move was 17,151. And that reversal, that resistance on that daily, we told everyone we're going to have to come down. I mean, we were so overbought, you have to. We're still in a daily sell signal. The white line and the dark blue line, the white line is a 50-day simple moving average. And we had all of these moving average crossovers here. The 10-day simple cross below the 20. We got down here, it stopped going down. We've had a number of days in the sell signal, and just let me tell everybody, volume is anemic. The lower the volume it is, two things happen. You can take it up on lighter volume, or it can sell down on lighter volume. The dog days of August are always the same year in and year after. The earnings season is out of the way. So here's a very good cap of that daily movement, the 200-day moving average. We've hit it, and bam, we're right up here to the 50-day moving average and the 40-day moving average and the wall of resistance. I'm also going to draw another trend line, MMTs, and I'm going to put that right here. This is where the majority of that big sell down in the Dow happened. Now remember, you have a much bigger sell bar here than you do the up bar. And what I am going to say is that it's still in a daily sell signal, not that deep anymore on these blue bars down here, MMT. But let me just tell you something. Over the next 90 days, 60, 90 days, these markets are going to come down. We have had a top reversal on the Dow and a bang up here, and let me tell you something. Counter trends are counter trends. Bull trends have shakedowns, and then it was time to buy. But the scary deal about this MMT, it's done on hardly any volume at all in August. I will tell everyone to stand by. All my worldwide traders that trade and listen to what we do, here is the following. Okay, here we go, everyone. We have the last update that we did was on 8/3. Okay? And we had a big correction. And that we were extremely overbought. The truth is right here. Nobody can deny the truth. That was a great reversal. So if you had the S&P 500 put options, you would have made a lot of money. And then on the way up in the S&P and the Dow, you would have. Here is the good thing about this bull market that we have to offer you. One of the things that we're going to show you is the free trial that you get. And you do. You click on the free trial tab, and guess what? Here it is. Here we are with the free trial. I've done clicked on it, and I've showed you. Another thing that you need to be aware of is that when you want to open an account, you click on open an account. Okay? So there you can see how to get started, open an account. We will give you buying power for your trading account. And you can get back, you can get involved in the market, a bull market at that, and you can start using direct access platforms, and you won't have the problem with the pattern day trading rule. And I just want you to know that you click that button and you're well on your way. And look, if you want to get back in the market, you want to get in this bull run, you deserve to get into this bull run. You deserved it last year, all of this year. We're going on our second year of bull runs. We've had some reversals and some up moves, but I can tell you right now, click that open an account button. And once again, we're testing the 50-day. We're going to test this neckline here. We're already here. Here, I'm going to do it like this. Let's cancel that. I'm going to move this trend line up ever so slightly. This is going to be our first major wall of resistance right above the 50-day and the 40-day simple moving average with daily sell signals. Not only that, look at this. We haven't had a good sell program in these markets forever. And just let me throw in the S&P is very similar and I've already done a complete update on the S&P. I just want you guys to know, all of our traders around the world, is, hey, listen, that was a nice reversal, and that was how that trend came up. It's in a daily sell signal at the time. We haven't seen one all year, except for January on the S&P. That's back over here. That was the last time that we got that sell signal here, and then, bam, we were off to the races, and we made all-time highs again in the S&P 500 versus the Dow 30. And I just threw it in there. There's a complete video, everybody, above the 50-day, above the 40 versus what? The Dow is hitting that resistance. So, once again, when you take a look at that, it's above the white line, 50-day, the blue line is the 40-day, the red line is the 20-day simple moving average. And when we had that reversal on the S&P, we broke down. But we also said there'll be another counter trend to this bull market. And sure enough, they stepped up to the plate today. So now you got the S&P here. Now let's go back to the Dow. Let's go back to the Dow and tell me why the Dow is below the 50 and the 40 right here. That's the difference between the S&P and the Dow Jones. Once again, I feel that you need to come in. You can take that free 5-day trial with this. Yes, you can. And we will go through over here under services. You're going to learn everything about algorithmic trading and how supercomputers have been involved in these markets for the last 2 years, and sign up for the free trial. But listen, read that if you would, because you're going to get an idea about high frequency trading and algorithmic programs that are used in every areas of the market. So tomorrow we're going to take a look. Now listen, I'm saying to everybody like I always do, and the last time that we said, I'm going to go back to Trading Page, the last time, the last live video that you had was this one right here. And this is the truth. On August, beginning August 3rd, S&P August, learn how to trade the recent 40-point drop in the S&P 500 is now the time. And it was, just like I'm telling you now, come on aboard. We will give you trading capital. We have a live trading rooms. We have everything to support you and the trading account that we will set up with you. Once again, this again on the S&P. That's our last video, and we hit that bottom, and now I'm updating that S&P and Dow.